Stakes winner from last year. What a week it's been for Godolphin, Will Buick and Charlie Appleby. This would be the perfect finish. Jasor comes forward, looking to go clear with 6 July Cups, beating Charles Morton and Vincent O'Brien, who are level with him on 5. Here we go, Richard.
So all set for this 6th furlong. Basti Equiworld July Cup, and they're away. Jasur was slow away, and very slow away was Flora of Bermuda. Coming stand side, Night Raider leads them up over there. Whistle Jacket stays stand side, Twilight Calls, and also Notable Speech in the stand side group. Spy Chief over on the far side leads No Half Measures and Run to Freedom, and up the centre Ides of March leads the grey symbol of honour. Just behind these on the right hand side of that group is Big Mojo with Believing at the back of it, so they're wide across the course. Spy Chief on the right hand side, possibly the overall leader. Night Raider on the left, they're ahead of Ides of March, No Half Measures and Run to Freedom far side. Notable Speech is holding his position at the moment in the all blue, pursuing Night Raider, who is already 2 to 3 lengths clear here. Spy Chief over on the far side, Ides of March, Notable Speech in pursuit of Night Raider as they make their way down inside the 2. Night Raider, Notable Speech, far side Spy Chief, No Half Measures, Big Mojo in the noseband, then Believing and Symbol of Honour. Still a bold sight, Night Raider, Notable Speech hanging, No Half Measures, Big Mojo behind those, trying to stay on his road lightning as it gets messy up front. No Half Measures, Big Mojo Believing staying on with Run to Freedom. No Half Measures for Neil Callan, and Richard Hughes driven clear from Big Mojo. No Half Measures. The shot winner Neil Callan for Richard Hughes. Big Mojo in 2nd place, close for 3rd. Jasur was involved over there in company as well as they run past the line with Run to Freedom and also Believing, Notable Speech and far side Spy Chief. My word. Well, it's been an open division, so I suppose in no way should you be surprised, but from the outside stall 15, No Half Measures for Neil Callan and Richard Hughes, very close for 3rd. Run to Freedom, Believing, Notable Speech, Jasur and Spy Chief, all just about in a line, but No Half Measures for Neil Callan. Rode in Hong Kong for so many years, wins a Group 1 back in this country for Richard Hughes, a shock winner of the Dubai July Cup.
Not just that, Richard, the biggest prize winner ever of the July Cup. Compton Place won at 50 to 1 in 1997. We've got a 66 to 1 winner of the big Group 1. The biggest moment of Richard Hughes' training career. A man who rode so many big winners. He rode Oasis Dream to win this in 2003. Flora Bermuda was slowly away from the start, blew it there, and then Jason Night Raider got away loose on the front but couldn't be reeled in. And Pat Gallagher's colours are victorious. A man who won the Scottish Grand National with McDermott has won a July Cup, 66 to 1.
He's owned some good horses down the years. I'm sure, I want to say, with the late great Neville Callahan as well down the seasons, and talk about it getting a bit tight amongst runners. Neil Callan in that familiar drive there, isn't he? Over on the far side, just getting the better of the argument and making a bit of a habit of this, I'm sure. Wasn't it the Group 1 he won for Kevin Ryan, who was unlucky there with Ines Sharon, over on the Rolling Mile many moons ago before he left to go to Hong Kong?
It's interesting because here he's not even involved in the race. He's sort of sat on the wing, you know, he's obviously getting no pressure, you know, orders wise from how to ride the horse, and he's just looped the field. There he is, he's leaning over to the right here, just for some company when they're getting a little bit tired running up the hill. But yeah,
no bias towards the stand side rail at all, was it? He's come from stall number 15.
Exactly.
He's been over on the far side with Spy Chief leading them along.
Exactly, run the widest course of all of them, and just coming close together at the final stages with Big Mojo, who's run a massive race. I thought Night Raider was going to potentially hold on, but he just ran out of petrol coming up the hill. Believing's run on as well. Notable Speech was there for a while, but my word, it's a 66 to 1 winner.
Amazing. The biggest prize winner ever will be paraded in front of the crowds. I don't think many were on. I just want to confirm whose colours there are, because he's RP Gallagher. We don't get any owner's details. It might be Richard Gallagher. Pat's colours are very similar, those Scottish Grand National winning colours. It's the Gallagher family anyway, for sure.
Well done to the Gallaghers, well done to Richard Hughes, and well done to Neil Callan, because since he come back from Hong Kong, he's riding plenty, but to get on these big horses and these big races, it's not always easy when you've been away for a while, but he has kept the faith. He's managed to get a 66 to 1 winner to win a group, 66 1 shot to win a Group 1.
His first Group 1 for Neil, with that big white smile. since Triple Time caused another big upset. First Group 1 since then. Congratulations, Neil. The second, Big Mojo's run a huge race.
And you know what? He's going to be a bit distracted because in our next race at Ascot, the 450, Roman Dragon is going to be ridden by his son, Jack Callan, who is now 18-ish, I think, and riding as an apprentice and going well.
Had 15 winners so far this season, Jack Callan. Yeah, he's going great guns, so I'm sure that Neil and his much better half are thrilled with that.
I hope it is Pat Gallagher who's the winner. We've got no internet, no owner's details. RP Gallagher, is that you, Pat? Let us know. He's a great man, very generous philanthropist, really. Very big supporter of things like the Peter O'Sullivan Trust. Pat, they're very similar colours to the one that's Scottish Grand National. A Group 1 winning jockey again, Ollie, Neil Callan.
And he's just said to me, I couldn't believe it. I think Hughesy believed it, gave you confidence beforehand, but that was some effort from this lad.
Yeah, look, to be honest with you, the last couple of years I thought I was a bit buried, you know. I came back from Hong Kong, I rode 2 big Group 1 winners in Royal Ascot, and just last year was a bit of a struggle, this year was a little bit of a struggle, and you know, you just wait for that one horse on you. And Hughesy messaged me about 3 days ago, and I actually thought he'd messaged the wrong person. He said, you want to ride in a Group 1? Any boo? And I said, absolutely, love to. And he said, look, she's got good form over 6. You know, she's going to be around 50 to 1, 60 to 1, but he said, I tell you, she's genuine and she will run her race. So, you know, thanks to Richard, thanks to him and his team. It's amazing, amazing.
There he is, the Group 1 winning trainer, Richard Hughes. What were your expectations with her going out there in terms of how the race was going to unfold?
Look, of course I was going to be open-minded. You know, you're on an outsider, but you obviously believe that they can run a race because she's got good stats and good form over 6. But I knew the one next to me was going to go fast. But I didn't want to chase it, but I wanted to use it. And you know, when I kind of got her running and she responded without hitting her, I thought, well, she's going to run a race, top 3. And to hit the front, I thought, wow, you know, it's a surreal moment, you know. But yeah, look, you just cannot beat Group 1s. They're just top.
Well, let's soak it all up. Well done, Neil.
Thank you.